Something I was thinking about the other day was work versus money, right? Because we all think about like working is I gotta hustle, gotta make money. Like, how do I get the next step, and make all the money, right? Trust me, I wanna make all the money, very excited to do it. Hopefully, I'm on a path to doing that. But my job before I started my company, I was making really good money and it was super comfortable and I was really good at it, but it just wasn't anything that I loved to do. In fact, I feel like it was something that was kind of just like killing my soul a little bit, and not because of anyone else. I worked with and for the best people. It just wasn't what got me out of bed in the morning. And so obviously when you start your own company, you're not getting paid the way you were getting paid when you were, working for the man or whatever the hell it is. But I was so happy making next to nothing because I loved what I was doing. And every year as my company's grown, obviously I've reaped the benefits of being able to, just like make more and live better and things like that. But I'm still not where I want to be. And if everything stopped today and like my company never grew any bigger and I never made any more money, I'd still rather do this than the job that was cush and lucrative, because I just want to wake up every day and go and do something that I really love. And I think that it's so important that we all look at stuff like this, because I don't know, I'll walk into a store and I'll meet someone or they'll start helping me and I know they're miserable because I know they fucking hate getting up, coming to this job every day. And it's just not worth it. Like, it's not worth it. And I get that we all need to eat, and I get that sometimes you got to do shit that you don't want to do. There's nothing less I want to come off as like some fucking entitled asshole. And trust me, I have had massive privileges in my life, and I'm just trying to be grateful for all of them. Okay. But with all of that being said, I get it. Like, I get that not everyone lives in an environment or lives in a city, period, right? Like, all of these things that are at my fingertips, I'm super lucky. Now, listen, I also chose to roll the dice and move to a city on my own. No one bankrolled me coming out here. Still, if anyone wants to bankroll my life, I'm taking applications currently. You spend so much of your life working. And I had a job where every time I went in there, I was like, oh, this is where happiness goes to die. That is really how I felt about it. No one ever came in. I was freezing and I just sat there for 8 hours a day. I had a 30-minute lunch break, so I couldn't even go anywhere. So I had to spend literally everything I was making on my $45 BLT. I could go on to Amazon and sample books. So I read the first 2 chapters of literally every book known to man. And even though the sun was shining every day and birds were chirping every day, I never heard them. I never saw it because I was so miserable just driving to that job and driving home. It's all I could do to just stay in that zone, because if I actually looked at what I was doing, it would just break me into 1,000 pieces. I just think that, like, if you realize that that's happening to you, make an escape plan. Figure out a way to not do that anymore, because life is too short and your happiness is worth way more than anyone will ever pay you. That's just my food for thought on work versus money.